Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a new map. Right, so this is Fox Farms. This is a new map by Zoli708, 85.62 megabyte on the download. And if you've ever played on FS19, you're probably going to be familiar with it. I personally didn't play it, mind you, but I did have a look around. So, what are we starting with? If you come on Farm Manager and start from scratch, you use 555 slots to begin with. If you come on New Farmer, you start with 912 slots. Now the reason for that, as we can all imagine, is the equipment. So you own nothing on New Farm Manager and start from scratch, but on New Farmer you own this equipment in here. So we'll go into this section. So we've got small tractor, we've got Maxim CVX 130. Under large tractors we've got the Magnum 340 CVX drive. We've got the harvester, the Axle Flow 7150, so this is going to be a case farm. Then skid steer loader, we've got the New Holland L318. We've then got the Lizard pickup 1986. We've got the Flegel ASW 271 trailer. We've got the header, the 3020 Terraflex 25 foot. Then we've got under cultivators, we've got the Kuhn ProLander 7500. Under seeders, the Vaderstat Rapid A 8005. Was that 5 or an S? Could be 800S. And then under fertilizer spreaders, we've got the Breedel K105. Skid steer loader tools, the High Dump Bucket. We've got Await, the Agco 650. And then under belt systems, we've got the Conveyor 1690 and the Meridian TL1239. Right, we have got through a whole map tour with no 3-meter equipment. Brilliant. Dear oh dear. Right, so what are we talking about from a map perspective? So if you come into this menu there, it's big. If you haven't played this before, I'll say it again, it's big. It's big and open. If you're on New Farmer, we own this section here with Little Field 3. We own Field 25. And then we own Field 17 over here for some random reason. Okay. So if you're talking from field price perspective, you come on here on Farm Manager or start from scratch. Obviously you don't own anything. The cheapest part is going to be this here. The main farm and farm Field 3. 182,995 to buy. The most expensive is going to be Field 19. 2,067,695. The fields on here are rather expensive. Like even like 22, that's 211 grand. So it is going to be a pricey venture for you to expand. Right. So we start off here at the main farm. So we come up on the left hand side. We've got our house with our pickup truck. There's the dog. Where's the dog? He's run off. I mean, there's plenty of space for him to run around in, but... Oh, there he is. He's over there. Alright, carry on. So, you got your sleep trigger here. Obviously, sleep through to whatever time you want, between 5 and 9 in the morning. Next to that, we've got a shed. Some equipment underneath. We've then got another shed over here with some more equipment. We've also got a workshop trigger. So pull your equipment out there, hit that, sort your stuff out. You've got these conveyors here. Now you're going to need these for your silos, which are around here. There's 6 of them. Now what you're going to want to do is get the yellow one and to put the stuff in. Then you're going to get the red one to take the stuff out. Now by the looks of these, if we go into the construction menu, we'll have a look under silos because these are very big. So we go down silos. These are the 3609. There's 6 of them. They've got 1.1 million litre capacity each. So that's 6.6 million litre capacities in your silos. Excellent. So yeah, you are going to need those. I'd imagine you're probably going to need to move them around to each one. It's a shame if they don't work. You just put them in place on the middle one, for instance, and then they all work together. But I would imagine you probably got to move them conveyors around, which can be a bit of a pain, I must say. Then we've got some more shelter under here. And that is basically your farm. Obviously, there's a big space here for you. So you might be able to place something down. Expand your farm a little. That building there is just for decoration. There's nothing there. So, that's your main farm. We're now going to come up to this area here. Right, so what have we got up here? First off, we got a cow. I'm going to call it a pasture. It's a big area for your cows anyway. So you got your animal dialogue box there. You can hold 200 cows in this one. We'll jump over the fence. Got manure pit there. So obviously pull over to that icon and unload into your trailer. And then we've got the silage pit there. Same again with that icon. We'll spin around here. We'll go back over the gate. Whoop, there we are. Right, so you're going to put your food into there. So this has got to be classed as a... Yeah, it says there, that cow barn large. So you don't need to put any water in. Back over the fence there. We've got your milk taking out point there. And we've got another cow barn. So obviously you've got your animal trigger at the bottom there. You've got your milk taken out there. You've got your slurry taken out there. Now there is one thing. There's only one manure pit, which is all the way down there. So I'm just wondering if that's close enough to do this one as well. There's your animal dialogue box. That's going to hold 200 as well. Obviously food in there. We've also got another one. So that's 3 cow barns. That's going to do 200 as well. Food in the front. Over the gate, which you can open. Oh, back over. There we are. So obviously you're going to need to back your vehicles in. Some milk taken out there. And then your slurry taken out there. I am just wondering whether that's all going to go into that one manure pile. That is a long way away, especially from this end one. Oh well, you'll find out if you end up using it. And obviously there's some more storage area under here. And then up the end, once we get up here, we've got this area here. This is a massive bunker silo. It doesn't look much, but if you see in the top left hand corner there, it's got fill chaff level and compacting. Obviously both at 0 because we put nothing in it. But once you drop your stuff down here, then drop a blanket over the top. That's going to be huge. Absolutely huge. Brilliant. Right. We're now going to come down to this here. Right, so what do we have here? We've got a sell point. This is Grains West Silo. So obviously you just pull up here and unload into that area. So if you're looking for Grain West Silo on the shop menu, that's where you're going to find it. We're now going to come down to this area here. Right, so what do we have down here? First off, we've got a diesel tank. So all the way over here. We'll ignore this bit for a minute. And if you pull your vehicle next to this tank here, you then get the refuel option. So you come down here, fill up your vehicles. You've also got out the front here another massive bunker silo. Obviously it just looks like an empty patch of concrete, but once you come over it, you get the filled chaff level there. Which has 2 massive bunker silos. That's brilliant. Now, if you come on the map there, and we'll buy this area, 155,999. We'll buy that, yes. Because now we've got the BGA. Excellent. So, we'll come over here. Obviously, you've got your loading in point there. You've got your production chain menu there. That only does... Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't do slurry. Normally the BJs do silage, manure, sugar beet, cut and slurry, but this doesn't do slurry. Okay. And then obviously round here, this is where you take out your digestate. Let's have a little run up them steps. Can we get up? Yep, we can. There we go. Up we go. Up we go. And there's your digestate tank. That looks really bad. Dear oh dear. You wouldn't want to fall in there. Okay. We're now going to come, if we go back into the map menu, we're going to come up to this area here. Right, so what do we have in this area? First up, we've got the animal dealer. So obviously you pull your vehicle over here, pull your trailer over, hit the menu button there. Obviously you do need to own. Well, that being said, well, we don't own that area at the top of the land with the cows in, at the top of the map. But it's allowing us to put cows in there, which is brilliant. You can use those straight away. Excellent. Right, and then you come down the side here, and we've got another sell point. So we go all the way around the back to this area here. So this is where you're going to drop off your stuff. So this is going to be called, we'll zoom in a little. I'm in the way. Animal dealer, sell point. So anything that's got that in the shop menu, that's where you're going to be bringing your stuff. Right, we're now going to move on to this area here. So what have we got here? This is the grain mill, Golden Field grain mill. So usual base game stuff. So you load in there. Obviously your production chain menu there. 96 grams to buy. And then you've got your pallet spawn point there. So obviously you want a bit of grain on the go. You want to turn it into flour. Bring it down here. We're now going to move to our last area there. And there's quite a few things down here. So I'll see you down there. Right, so what's in this area here? First up, we got the shop. There's your shop menu there. Go into that if that's the way you want to go. Then we've got a workshop trigger here. So pull your vehicles into the hatch markings area. Then hit the spanner. Fix your vehicles or equipment. Now is there one strange thing? Down the other end of this building, there's another hatch marking area. But there's no trigger here. So I'm just wondering whether if you pull something in here, the trigger down the other end of the building is going to work. We'll carry on. Over here we've got a buy point. So if we go into the map and we'll zoom in. Lime station, that's where you're going to buy your lime from. And we've got some sell points down here. We've got one here. So this is the first one. That's going to be called Western Grain Silo Warehouse. Then got a one next door. That's going to be called Grain Mill Warehouse. Then we've got one down the end. This is going to be called, we can click on it, there we are, Feed Warehouse. Then round the back, we've got another fuel sell point. So pull your vehicle up here, and then you can get some fuel for your vehicles. And then the last building on the right hand side here, two more sell points. So one here, and then one there. And they are going to be called Provisions Storehouse and Clothes and Furniture Storage. So that's all your sell points on the map. Obviously they are pretty much clustered around here bar the odd one. So that's going to be probably your main selling area. So what are we talking about when we come to sales? We'll go into the shop menu. You can sell pretty much everything on this map that you would normally be able to sell. There is a couple of things that you can't sell. So if we go down to wood, that was the first thing. Obviously there's not a lot of trees on this map at all. This is definitely not one for you to do if you're doing forestry. This is a big open map for farming, so you can't sell wood anywhere as such. You're going to need to place something down if you want to do that. Now the other thing that you can't sell is planks. Now because there's not a lot of wood on there, obviously there's no sawmill, and then there's no carpentry either. So if you can't sell planks because there's no carpentry, you're going to have to place one down yourself. And the other last one that you can't sell that's not usual on a map is stones. There's no debris crusher. So if you're going to have a load of stones coming off your fields, you are going to want to place one of those down. On the map there is contracts on the fields. There is 100 collectibles. And that is your map. Now this is a little bit different to the last map tour we did with the Reserve Forest. Obviously that was all trees, and this is pretty much no trees. So it's definitely a big contrast for you. This is going to be one of those maps that you want to do your farming. You know, big fields, you get in your tractor, you get in your harvester, and you just go and work the field. It's one of those sort of maps. So if you're into that sort of thing, this could be very nice for you. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.